Now, motivation is very important because we are have to always go above and beyond. We always have to push past what we're normally used to, but sometimes you have to slow down. And why are you saying this? Because you can burn yourself out from having too much ambition. Now, having too much ambition can really mentally, physically burn you out, and then you end up having to recover from just working so much and not paying attention to how you feel. So, yes, you need motivation, yes, you need discipline, but you need balance as well. Because if you're just working nonstop, but yet you're not checking how you feel every single day, you are still in charge of your mental health and your physical well-being. So if you're not checking on yourself, if you're exhausted, but yet you keep pushing yourself to the extra mile, you know, being motivated does not mean to have it right then and there. And that's where instant gratification comes in. You want instant gratification, you're not going to get it. So therefore, yes, work hard, but do not overwork yourself. You have to take it day by day, step by step. Slow and steady wins the race. So therefore, you rushing yourself to get it faster than anybody else because you see how glamorous it is on somebody else, but you're making yourself jealous because you're not having what you want yet. Now, if you just take your time and just make sure that you get it right, that feels way better than for you to just overextend yourself and work so many hours and you're not putting in enough in the hour for you to get what you actually want. You have to think about value. What are you putting in the hour instead of you just working the hour? So always come up with a plan so that you don't have to distract yourself from just doing so many things at once, and then you get distracted because something else can surprisingly come up. Just relax. It will come on a due given date, but in order for it to come, you have to write it down. Get yourself a notepad and a paper with a pen and write down your goals and write down the time frame that is going to take for you to achieve it, so that you're giving yourself a deadline. When you give yourself a deadline, that means that you're more serious and you're putting yourself out there so that the world can see what you are made of. But if you're just trying to wing it and say, oh, I have a goal, I want my goals to be done within the next 3 months, you start working towards it, and then guess what? It's not there in the next 3 months, and now you feel disappointed in yourself. And that's not the goal. The goal is not for you to feel disappointed in yourself. The goal is for you to feel more eager to get that goal accomplished. And that's why you have to write realistic goals. You cannot just sit there and write, fiction. Yes, have an imagination, but do not write something that you know you cannot do for sure. Like, oh, I want to be X amount in my account within the next 4 to 5 months. Like, be realistic. Do not try and overshoot yourself, and do not state yourself. So just be motivated, have fun, chase your dreams, be disciplined enough to chase your dreams, because things will happen. We all have roadblocks when we are going somewhere. We always have traffic in the roads that are unannounced. So just have fun and just do it and keep on going. But also take your time, because you need to be able to analyze where you went wrong so that you can fix all your mistakes, so that you don't have to make the same mistake over and over again. So just discipline yourself to just keep yourself accountable every single day. Write down and just have a self-reflection. Look at yourself in the mirror every single day. If you like what you see, good. Congratulate yourself. If you don't like what you see, then you need to write down what you don't like what you see and actually fix it, because you cannot just not like what you see and then not change it. That's just like saying like you accept whatever defeat that comes your way, and you cannot accept defeat. You can only accept triumph in your life. So you need to pump yourself up so that you are always on top in life. Don't let yourself be lower than you were last year, because each year the number changes and the number always goes higher. It never goes down. So Why are you going down? You have to bring yourself back up again. Yeah, things have happened, but you have to learn from your mistakes. You have to learn from whatever happened to you this year and bring it to you next year so that you don't have to keep on repeating it. Life happens, but you just have to be thankful and grateful that you're alive. You don't like the job that you're at right now, but be grateful that you have a job, because most people, they're fighting their lives trying to get a job, and they just aren't fortunate enough, just like you. You know, even if you're not getting much, just take whatever you get and just hold it, because you never know when your last is going to come. So just be open to more opportunity. If you see opportunity, take it and don't let it run away, because once you let it run away, it's going to be harder for you to get another one. So just be vigilant and just be self-aware of how you feel every single day. You know, ask yourself, oh, how do I feel today? Do I feel good? You know, or have somebody ask, you know, for you, you know, how do you feel today? And then have a conversation so that you can always open up, because most times we are bottled up with so many emotions. We hold everything in, and then one day when we get upset, we just lash everything out on the wrong person. And guess what? Now that wrong person has to deal with everything that we just gave them, and now they don't know how to react. So now they react with a negative emotion as well. So don't be negative about yourself. Just let it out. If you have to cry, let it out. If you're sad, talk to somebody. But don't be shy about your problems, because your problems are not going to last. They're here for a season and they're going to leave, and you're not going to be able to deal with it ever again. So you got this, and thank you for watching, and let's go.